Conference after a 1-1 hard-earned draw against the New York Red Bulls. We're joined by defender Dave Romney. We'll start first with a question from Paul Murray.
Good evening. So far in the last 3 games, now you guys have 5 points. What has been the key to have that consistency? We have been talking in the past about the mental resiliency. How important was it for tonight? Thank you.
Yeah, it was huge. I think it was. We've gotten points from every game outside the St. Louis in the last 10 or 11 games. I think so. I think we've been a hard team to beat. We've been hard to play against, and it was unfortunate to give away a goal in the 15th or 20th minute. But I think we played very, very well to finish the first half, and then we came out well in the second half, and we got a really nice goal. It was unfortunate to get a red. I think that kind of stopped the momentum we had. I thought we were on the front foot and could have gone for 2 or 3, but I haven't seen the tackle, so I don't know if it was a foul or not. I was pretty pissed that it seemed like 10 seconds prior, one of their players almost 2-footed Bell LaRue, so I thought that was a very, very aggressive challenge, and that wasn't penalized at all, and then he gets a yellow card for that. But I haven't seen the tackle, so I don't know how bad it was. I can't say if it was a red or not. But to just battle through a very, very good team, a man down for, I don't know how many minutes it was, 30 minutes or so, I think I'm proud of the way we defended. We had a lot of guys who came in and did a really good job. Buddha on the left side made 2 really, really good blocks on chances they had. It's just big time plays that kind of saved us a point. So a lot of guys came into the game, stepped up, and helped us get a point.
So as one of the few people tasked to defend this draw, one man down, what was your reaction like when Bruce decided to bring on a couple of attackers instead of defenders to hold the hold the score?
Yeah, I mean, it maybe threw them through kind of a loop. I think they were thinking maybe we would let down or get really, really defensive, but we ended up changing from a back 5 to a back 4 and just sending more attacking guys forward. And we had actually a decent amount of counterattacking chances to kind of keep them honest and not just have us pinned back in our half for the remaining kind of 30 minutes. But yeah, happy with how we fought, and can't be mad at the point. I guess we could be mad with how we kind of started the game, but I think we reacted very, very well, and we battled extremely well for being down man.
Thank you.
Okay, in that first half, their goalkeeper had a lot of great saves, probably about 3 of them. And how frustrating was that going into the second half? And then you guys had him off balance. He was out of position, and the shot went to the right.
Yeah.
So how frustrating was that you guys weren't able to really penetrate the goal?
Yeah, I think he made a lot of really good kind of guesses on crosses where he kind of read them early and came out early and blocked some of our crosses we had at the end line in the first half. And then, yeah, the play, I think Ian slid it across to Vitor. It was just wide open in there, and I don't know what happened. I'll have to see it again, but I think he's the one who scored anyways, right? So we kind of got back, he kind of made up for it. He was getting forward really well and just kind of always been contributing to attack. So they had a great goal. He made a lot of big saves, but I thought we capitalized on the chances we had in the second half at least.
Hey Dave, back to that moment when the 3 forwards came on. Was that surprising from you, from this coaching staff, or what was the kind of mentality that you guys had after that Jones red card?
Yeah, I mean, not super surprising because this staff is very aggressive to begin with. We play a very aggressive style of soccer. We're very man-to-man oriented at times. We're 1v1 in the back a lot, but we're high pressing. We're keeping the other team on their toes and trying to force turnovers so we can just get the ball in their half and score a lot of goals, which has been working really well. So I think it's just another kind of example of them being aggressive and staying on their front foot and just realizing we're at home, whether we're man down or not, we're going to be aggressive. And I think that kind of feeds into the players' mentalities, and yeah, I mean, we could have got defensive and lost 3-1.
Yeah, and then you guys are 21 games into the season now. Does it feel like Bruce has found his best 11 or the guys he can trust? Because it feels just the 3 games since you guys have come back from the break, it's the same guys in the starting, or at least the spine of the team, right, with some rotation. Yeah,
but I would say he's mentioned it maybe 25 times in meetings this year. He believes in the depth of this team like crazy. He's called upon everybody on the roster. I think everyone's gotten minutes and everyone stepped up and played well. So I think it was May when we had 9 games. We rotated a lot and we were still almost unbeaten the entire month. So he's definitely trusted a lot of guys, and a lot of guys have stepped up and played really well. So although we have maybe some continuity right now, you just never know with injuries or form who's going to sub in or who's going to kind of be needed come now or hopefully in the playoffs. So I think he's just been very, very adamant on just saying we believe in all 29 of you. So.
Last one for you, Dave. This comes remotely from Ted Ramey. 11 games now out of 12. You guys haven't lost, and now you're heading into this Open Cup quarterfinal against Austin. You told me a little bit about the approach there, and obviously with the short turnaround.
Just we're planning to move on. I don't know what lineup we're going to go with right now. We've so far gone with completely different lineups for both Open Cup games, and I have no clue which way they're going to kind of take it for this one. I'd be more than happy to play in it. I hope a lot of guys will be more than happy to play in it because anytime you're 3 games away from a trophy, you're getting excited. So we'll see kind of how guys make it out of this game. This game was a lot of running, so we'll see how people kind of recover. That'll probably have a big bearing on kind of what route he goes, but yeah, I think a lot of guys will be excited and ready to go for that.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Here for the second part of our post-game press conference, 1-1 draw with New York Red Bulls. We'll start first with a question from Kevin Witt.
Sorry. Hey, Bruce. I was sorry to start with this, but with Hernan Lopez reportedly going out on loan, how much of that is just a testament to the depth chart and the guys that have just earned their spot in your team?
Well, none of that's official yet, so I don't want to comment on that.
Well, what about just the depth chart of this team? How the guys are
Our guys are doing a good job this year. They really are.
Good, Aaron.
Hey, Coach. So for a large portion of the season, you didn't have Benji Kanovich available. What does he bring to your team now that he is here?
Well, he gives us good depth in the wide midfield positions, and you saw he got some minutes in tonight. So it's good to have him. We have fairly good depth in the wide positions.
All right, Michael.
All right, Bruce, I'm not trying to get you to comment on the officials, but do you think that they were letting them play rough for DeJuan to get into a situation like that to get a red card?
So the question is, the officiating forced DeJuan to get a red card?
No, I'm saying that you think it was that type of play that was going out there.
Well, I think if you issue the cards that he issued DeJuan, you got to be sure. That's all I have to say. I didn't see too many cards issued on all players during the game, and there was some bad fouls and fouls that cut out attempts to go to goal. So I think it was inconsistent.
No problem.
Bruce, good evening. Now you have 5 points for the last 3 games. How do you feel to overcome weather changes in Dallas, tonight playing with less players and still getting a positive result? How confident are you for this? What do you think about the confidence that you have in this team? Thank you so much.
Well, the team's doing a good job. I think tonight was a game where we get 3 points, and obviously the circumstances prevented us from doing that, and no excuses on our end. We're 21 games in now. We have 13 left. There's a lot ahead of us, and hopefully we can have some more positive results over the next month to put us in a position where we can compete for a playoff spot.
Go ahead.
Bruce, that substitution window after DeJuan went down, you brought in 3 forwards. Can you kind of talk us through that moment, what you were thinking?
Well, I don't think we brought in 3 forwards. We brought in Judge, Kakanovich,
and Buddha.
Those aren't 3 forwards.
Sure. But it was still an aggressive move, right? With down.
Yeah, we're playing to win the game.
Yeah.
No question about that. And I thought the guys they went in for, gave a great effort, and I thought some fresh legs would help us.
A couple of remote. Go ahead. You got it.
All right, so do you credit their goalkeeper, especially in that first half where he got a lot of good stops, and then when he was at his most vulnerable situation, unfortunately Costa shanked it to the right. So did you think that there were a lot of opportunities missed, or he was just playing good defense at goal?
I think the clearest opportunities was Costa's, obviously. And their best opportunity was the corner kick that was called offsides, and I think the ruling is that the player that competed for the ball and didn't get it was in an offside position, so he affected the play, and that's why it was offsides. But you know, I thought on the night, and especially given the fact we played probably 30 minutes with 10 players, we did a good job.
Got a couple of remote questions, Coach. This one's from Max Cordaro of NBC Telemundo. Buda and Benji coming on as wing back, especially Buda had a couple of big blocks there defensively. What did you think about their performance?
Yeah, but they both did a good job. You know, obviously playing with 10 players for 30 minutes or so, it took its toll, and I thought our guys held up pretty well. And at the end of the game, we had a counter attack opportunity off of their corner kick where we should have been a little bit sharp on the play. I think we had a chance to be real dangerous and possibly get the win at home.
One more remotely from KSFO, Ted Ramey on the postgame show. He's asking now another short turnaround heading into the Open Cup. Obviously, three wins away from a trophy there. You know, what's the approach heading into that one?
Well, we're going to play to win. Austin's game was canceled tonight, so they're going to come in here fresh. We have a team that has to recover pretty quick, so we have to, decide obviously by Monday what kind of adjustments we're going to make for our team. But it's an important game.
Last one was from Carlos Justiz, NBC Telemundo. This is 11 wins or 11 games out of 12 where you haven't lost now. Teams putting it together. You know, a game like this where you're down a man. What can you say about the heart and resilience of this team?
Yeah, the guys have played well. They competed quite well tonight, and I give them a lot of credit.
Any other questions?
Thanks, Coach. Okay.